Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. This is Thor, your Chief Engineer for Kerbal Space Program Insane Rockets Division. Today we'll be looking at the Pancake. I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. Here she is. This is the next rocket that shall probably not fly. I'm going to do something a little different first. I've had lots of good suggestions and advice in the comments. I appreciate that. Please continue to do so. I like to get advice on what I'm doing, and I'm trying really hard not to say So without further ado, what we're going to do first is go out to the launch pad with the last ship. Give me just a second here. We're going to take the spider out. Should be exactly like it was when I last left it, to the launch pad. And we're going to prove said person right that the red text will be able to type for me later, because I didn't write it down. I'm sorry. Terrible me. So the advice was the reaction control thrusters do nothing in the atmosphere, which I think I actually heard that, or I saw it on kurtjmac's channel, where he didn't use them in the atmosphere, but I just figured I could use all the help I could get. I will take your advice, not turn those on. The second suggestion was that I would have made an orbit had I waited until Apoasis. I'm going to try and say that right. AP is what the other person who made suggestions, which will come up on the red test in front of you. At the AP is where I add thrust to circularize the orbit. That's what we're going to do. I will turn on the computer, because we're always going to need that, and launch. So this should go perfectly smoothly, as it did last time. Well, by smoothly, I mean it's not going to explode on the pad or fling pieces off. I'm already observing that there is no need for the RCS system. The wings are handling things perfectly, and excuse me, I said the controllable engines. Get rid of those. Whoops. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. I had liquid fuel going there. My mistake. Let's try that again real quick. I may cut that out. I may not. I always like to see things exploding. We'll just relaunch. It was only a few seconds in. No big deal. Let's see. Anyway, I was going to say that if we do get this sucker into orbit, it's starting to rotate pretty good. Come on, run out of fuel. It's going to start flying apart. Don't know what to do. This is going to be bad. It's going to fly apart. I could see the RCS might help slow that down. I'm going to turn them on. Oh boy! Let's take him off. Oh no! Everything's fine. We're okay. All right. How about we turn them all the way up? Let the RCS system maybe get this under control. The other comment I had was I need to learn how to read this thing. Yes, I do. Well, we're going down now. We're going down. Alright, so that's a problem. That's going to be a problem. Okay. So I didn't get to the part where I was going. If we do get an orbit, which we will, I'm pretty sure, I have a story for you. Darn it with the gotta quit with that. My favorite LPer on Minecraft, one of the things I always liked about his shows, videos, whatever, was that he would personalize things. He would tell us things about himself, and it made it so it was more than just watching him play Minecraft. And so I'm going to try and do that for you guys. I've got a good one. I mentioned last time that I can do a Jamaican accent, and that is because I've been to Jamaica, and I stayed in a very cool place. That's going to be the moral of the story, is how you can stay in an awesome place for very little money. But we haven't gotten there yet. So let's hope this thing runs out of fuel pretty soon. We get into orbit, I'll tell you the story. It'll be a good one, I promise. It'll be fun. Jamaica was awesome. I mean, come on, it's Jamaica. Why is it doing that? It was no, rotating. I want to go the other way. I want to spin. Yes, something like that. Oh, I'm coming down. Oh, wow, I'm really coming down. Oh, this is not going to go well. Oh, no. Oh, real trouble. This is real trouble. Oh, point up. Put the engines on. Yeah. Ah! It's not going to happen, is it? I missed it. I missed it. I have made huge mistakes. This may all get edited out, or it may not. I just might leave it in there so you all can make fun of me. That's okay. I don't mind. I really don't. I really don't mind. It's okay. I'm an idiot. The red text is going to tell you I'm an idiot. And it's correct. Oops, don't want to turn those off. Computer off. Why is it firing that way? I don't understand. I don't want to go that way. Here, take this. Yeah, you like that? Yeah! Woo! Oh man, I might just leave this in for comic relief. Let's fling off that. How much faster can I make it go? Oops. Oh. Yeah! Woo! Look, Jeb's still having a great time. He doesn't care. Oh, look, Bob's having a good time too. How far down are we? Getting pretty far down. Let's get rid of that. Woo! Yeehaw! Man. I'm gonna get this right. I really am. I said in that last one, I gave up and just called it an episode because it was getting pretty long. But I like to complete something, and I think the advice I got is correct. Just need to let it get a bit higher and then adjust at AP. So, you know, we're going to cut it here. You know, I have to watch these guys come down. They'll live, whatever. I got a parachute on it. Relaunch. Leaving the RCS off. Computer controls on. Bill, Jebediah, Bob, this time you are going to go in orbit on the Spider. And then I'm going to tell my story about Jamaica, which is awesome, where we stayed, which was in one of these all-inclusive resorts. Which are fun, don't get me wrong. All-inclusive resorts where everybody's getting hammered all the time, partying, they're fun. I've not ever been to one, but I've seen the advertisements for them back when I was looking at such things. But I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not saying I don't like to party. I'm just saying I don't travel 1,000 miles just to get hammered. Okay, I get hammered in college. I didn't need to go to Jamaica to get hammered. And then a bunch of you guys out there who are college students, if any of you are yet, are gonna say, yeah, but all the girls. Like, man, I took girls with me. Okay, that's part of the deal. You know, I already knew women. I was fairly popular. I had friends that were popular. You know, I said, hey, look, do you want to go to Jamaica for? Yeah, we want to go to Jamaica with you because you're so awesome. Or something like that. Maybe that's not exactly what they sounded like, but it was close. See, here we go with the rotation. I'm telling you, thrust vectoring maybe is causing this rotation. The fact that my fins are useless, I don't know. I'm going to put the reaction control thrusters on. I don't know if they're slowing it much at all. Some good progress out of the atmosphere. We've got lots of fuel in these engines. Maybe I'll throttle them back a little. Still get pretty good upward velocity. Bill's unsure. Bob is always, as usual, just, you know, he's had it. That's probably going to sound great on my microphone. Jeb, man, I swear, Jeb, if I get to select astronauts in the future, Jeb is always going on my missions. Let's turn the RCS back off again, because we don't want to burn up all that fuel right now. Seems to be okay. It is starting that horrible rotation that is just not good for these braces right here. Right? That flying apart really caught me, as you remember if you saw the other episode, it really caught me off guard, as it did, I guess, in this one. But RCS, slow that down. We're getting high enough that has any effect. I believe you, it doesn't have any effect in the atmosphere. I'm just, you know, I want help. Don't fly off, please. Don't fly off, please. Don't fly off, please. Wow, she's rotating like crazy. It could be the aerodynamics. I don't even know if the aerodynamics play any role. Wow, that's getting insane. I better get rid of these now. Wow. Wow. I'm losing upward momentum. Yeah, let's get rid of them. Fire the next engines. Whoa, RCS? Oh no, sticky keys. Using as much of their fuel as I can. Okay, so where was I? Something about getting hammered in college? Yeah, didn't need to go to Jamaica to get hammered. I go to a place I want to meet the people and learn about the culture and, you know, check out places where most tourists don't get to go. That's what I like to do. Wow, that thing's really picking up speed. I'm going to get rid of these suckers now. Leave a little bit of that on. Bye-bye. Fire. Oh, man, we're going to die. Go! Another successful flight for the Insane Rockets program. Not. Grr. 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 Okay, here we are again. This is what, our 5th attempt? 6th, 7th, if you count the ones in the last episode. I'd really like to move on to the pancake, but I like to, you know, take advice, prove things out. I want to get this into orbit, like I've said before. My story about Jamaica, man, I might end up telling it all before I get to it. I think if, unless I edit it, I was talking about not just going to a place to party. Man, I want to turn on that RCS bed. See? Yeah, slow it down a little bit. Come on, doesn't it have some effect, guys? Maybe a little bit? No, I don't know. Look at that, Bill and Bob, as usual, not having fun. Jeb, loving it, just loving it. It's like he's sitting on a beach, and where? Where's he sitting on a beach? That's right, Jamaica. Jamaica! That's how they say it down there. I really want to get this thing into orbit so I can tell my story. Oh man, this is looking bad. Give him the beans. I'm gonna get rid of these suckers. I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna get rid of them. Go away, go away, go away! Go! Shoot! Yeah, I need fins on this thing too because we're not out of the... Oh, this is trouble. Come on, computer. And I tell you what, Kerbal Space Program is a cool game because it is not so perfectly straightforward as you just push a button and call it a day. I mean, you would think I would just be able to launch this thing. Yeah, that's gonna nosedive. Dagnabbit. Alright, one more time. We're gonna try this again. I'm gonna cut some of this out. Relaunch. I'll go easy on the mains. Maybe to begin with so it won't rotate. Maybe a little bit up on the throttles. Computer controls. Bill, Bob, Jebediah, have a nice flight. The spider flies again. So maybe I'll just tell the story now since we're waiting for this sucker to get in orbit again. Main deal. Here's the deal. Okay. So I didn't go to one of these places. It's Negril, which is the South Shore, or Montego Bay, which is another one of the places where they have these big all-inclusive resorts where kids go and party with the girls and get them all drunk. Somebody's going to hate this. The mating call of the blonde is, I'm drunk. Anyway, that's not my style. We stayed in a villa in Ocho Rios in Mame Bay. Are you ready for this? 2 bedrooms, slept 6. I had a maid, a gardener, a cook, and a driver. That's right. That's right. We're going to wait a little bit before I tell you how much that cost. It was inexpensive. I'm going to tell you how to do it, too. I guarantee you that book that I found back then still exists. And you can take that book and go anywhere in the world, you and 5 of your friends. It can't be just you, because that's going to be expensive, but you bring 5 of your friends, you go into these places that sleeps like 6 people, and it gets unbelievably inexpensive very quickly. I went to Jamaica on very little money. It was awesome. We got to go to a lot of places that mainly tourists don't get to go. We went to quite a few places that tourists do go, but it was fun. It was more than just drunken debauchery, which is what a lot of college spring breaks turn out to be, but that's not how I was. My friends were engineers back then, so that's how we rolled. Alright, this seems to be going along okay. I've got the throttles at about half. We're not getting the upward velocity that I'd really like to have. Do you have any idea how bad I want to turn on the RCS system and throttle these suckers up? I mean, I really want these things to go. I don't care. I'm leaving the RCS on. Probably not doing anything. I know it's not doing anything. I know it's not doing anything. Maybe if I had more flappy deals out here. Oh boy, look at that thing rotating. Maybe put some wings out here. So I have more atmospheric control. Man, this rotation is just driving me crazy. They're almost out of fuel. Now I'm scared to detach them. All right, I'm putting the RCS system on before I detach these things. Wow, that rotation is getting crazy. All right, let's get rid of them. Come on, go, 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 go. No, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. There we go. Okay, okay, everything's fine, everything's fine. Upward momentum. Look at this sucker. The computer, why can't the computer figure this out, huh? Somebody figure that one out for me in the comments. I'm turning this sucker off, and I am making it stop rotating. Quit that. Quit it. Quit rotating. Quit rotating. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Put the computer back on. Really like to tell my story. I'm not going to tell the whole story until we get into orbit. I may even scan some photos. I have some really awesome... Oh, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Computer. RCS system doing its dealio. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's continue going up for a while. And that was the problem last time. I did over a little... Oh, these things are almost out of fuel. Throttle those back. And we'll disconnect. Fire the next stage. Have a look at what we got going here. Alright, I've got lots of upward momentum. Direction of travel. So I really, you're right, I need to learn how to read that thing. This is the base, yeah? This is the... computer. I want it to lean over this way. Yeah, computer. I'm gonna run out of fuel. Now that one guy said I could have easily made it into orbit. I don't know, not being easy. But maybe, I'm sure you guys could. You could probably pick this rocket up and make it orbit, no trouble at all. But here I am, having a time of it. Let's throttle back, save a little fuel for AP. Wait for AP, I'm being told. See, now AP is decreasing, though. Yeah, I don't believe in that chase camera. That didn't work. It's twisting around now. Bill's like, this isn't supposed to be happening this way. We're all gonna die. Blech. Okay, still recording. I probably should have cut. Anywho, so we've added some fins, hopefully to stop the rotation while I'm in the atmosphere, because the reaction control systems don't do anything. Put some throttles in those bands. This time we're going into orbit, and I'm going to tell my story about Jamaica now, damn it. Oh man, see, that's why I took those things off. Because it flaps like a bird. Caw! Caw! We'll see. Those middle ones. And all of this recording may just go down the drain. That's okay, I have a terabyte hard drive just for this. Not a problem. Oh yeah, it's fighting it. It's better. It's better with those wings a little funky down below. I may keep this after all. I may show little bits and pieces of the others, or you may get to see all of it and make fun of me. I'm not sure which I'm going to do. Maybe I'll let red text decide. Okay, I guess this is the way we're gonna go. We're gonna fly this way. Sure. Why not? In the chase camera. Now see? How do you read this ball? Tell me how you read this one. Ay, caramba. The chase camera can't decide. Oh, lordy, I should be talking now, right? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Moon. How you doing, Moon? Oh, my. The spinning. The rotating and the spinning. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, this is not going to be good. I got to get rid of these things. Oh, boy. This is going to work. The spider is going to orbit. Dagnabbit! I swear it's going to orbit, man. We're going to burn all this fuel out, too. That's really what I want to do. Let's see. Whoa, I meant to ease back on the throttles. RCS, maybe. Slow it down. Slow it down. Come on, guys. It's got to have some effect. It doesn't really look like it's having an effect, does it? Back on the throttles, RCS on. Come on, slow down that rotation. It's going to start flying pieces off. Still going up at a pretty good pace. I'm not even going to look at the map yet for AP. Oh, wow, it's getting ready to fly off. Alright, let's get rid of him. Fire. No, don't kill me! Wow. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, yes. Look at that thing rotating. Darn you. Alright, I am turning off the... I will manually make it stop. You stop rotating now. I am better than the computer. Stop rotating now. Having very little effect. Maybe a little bit. Come on, come on. Slow down. Slow down. Computer back on. Turn off the RCS. Ah. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, we're definitely getting some nice climb rate. We'll throttle down a bit here. And RCS back on. We've got a couple of tanks of that, so I'm not terribly worried. Okay, this is fascinating to me. Alright, we are almost up and out of the atmosphere. This is looking great. Getting ready to lose this stage. Throttle back. Maybe? Could it be a maybe? I've done this horribly, but I still might succeed? Is that possible? I'm still coming down. Look at this. I am coming down like a rock. This is just a disaster. It's a disaster, man. Yeah, I don't know, fellas. I really don't know. I'm with Bob and Bill. I think this is going to be a mess. Oh boy. Something's happening. Throttle back a little. Oh, I'm going up again. Hey, 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 hey. Look at that. It has achieved an orbit. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, I need to get rid of the engine. We don't need to fire it anymore. Something like that. We'll speed that up just a bit if I get it 2 times. How's that sound? Okay, so your story. Here it comes. You ready? Jamaica. There is a book that is there's probably a new edition out in your library. If you've got a decent Stacks, that's a big library at a university. If you're in grade school, well, then you just have to wait to get to college. Anyway, it's called Villas and Apartments Abroad. It has rentals all over the world, okay? And they're not expensive when you divvy them up around 6 people, okay? I went to Jamaica, stayed for a week in a 2-bedroom villa in Mame Bay. This is near Ocho Rios. Look it up, Google Earth it. Beautiful, beautiful place. For about $250 for an entire week, okay? So grand total, the cost was, I don't know, $1,200, $1,400, whatever. You times 6 times 250, and that's what it was. The plane ticket was more expensive than staying in Jamaica for a week. Now the plus of that is that, you know, we had our own driver. I mean, we could go wherever we wanted. We had a maid, a cook, and a gardener. The cook, she was actually the woman of the house. I'll speed this up a little more. Maybe I'll give it a little, should I give it a little throttle? Is this decreasing? That's staying the same. That's staying the same. That's fine. We'll just leave it how it is. Anyway, Miss May, she was the head of the household, and she would cook us breakfast and dinner. and we would do whatever we wanted for lunch because we were out and about in Jamaica. The accent that you heard last time, the fact that I have to use that one phrase, I'll tell you where that comes from. We had been down to the beach in Mame Bay, and there were a couple of folks, locals. They had a motorcycle. It was a guy and his girlfriend, and they said that, hey, y'all want to go? Or should I try and say it in the accent? Hey, man, you want to go on the motorcycles and tour around? No, that's terrible. I got to do it right. I'll wait until I say the line. So they wanted us to go touring with them on motorcycles, and I thought, well, maybe we'll check that out. I'll, bring them back to the house and see what Miss May thinks about it. Well, they got to the lawn, okay, and Miss May saw them coming, and she starts, screaming at them. I mean, she was going off, dudes. I mean, it was unbelievable. I was free. I was like, wow, oh my goodness, Miss May, what's all that about? And I go up there to her, and I say, what's the problem? She's getting upset. And she tells me, she says, no, Eric, you not bring the black people up here. Bring all the white people you want, but not the black people. Which I thought was bizarre. I consider myself a pretty, I'm from Pennsylvania, so, I was shocked, why it was not okay to bring the black people up. But I go back out to him, and I'm like, look, she's freaking, we can't go with you. I just, I have to go with her because she's in charge of the house. And he looked right at me and he said, it's okay, man, she's just Jamaican. And so that's how I always have to start. If I want to talk in a Jamaican accent, that's the line I use, because I always get that one right, because it stuck with me. No, man, don't worry, she's just Jamaican. Anyway, so that's the deal. If you want to go to Jamaica, you want to go anywhere, get the book, Villas and Apartments Abroad. Don't stay in a stupid hotel. Don't go to these all-inclusive resorts unless that's really all you want to do is get drunk and pick up drunk women, whatever. I took 5 of my other friends, 2 other guys, and 3 girls. Yeah, it was fun. They're gorgeous. Like I said, I may scan some photos for you, show you what it's like to go to a place in Jamaica. Ocho Rios is right near, excuse me, too many ums. Dunn's River Falls, that's where they shot one of the James Bond films. We also went to a place called the Green Grotto Cave. I have some pictures of that. They were in the process of turning the Green Grotto Cave into a dance club, if you can believe that. There were bats flying around in this cave, guys. Okay, there were bats flying in the cave, and they were in the process of turning it into a dance club. I am not making this up. Anywho, within the Green Grotto Cave, there is... Whoops, let's slow this back down as we're coming up on AP. And I am going to try and circularize this a bit. Maybe I wouldn't even bother with it. We'll just let it orbit around a couple times. Screw it. Excuse me. So within the Green Grotto Cave, there was the tunnel. We were, of course, not allowed to go down that tunnel because it's probably pretty dangerous, but the tunnel that goes out to the aptly entitled Runaway Bay. And the pirates, back in the day, if they saw the law coming, I guess, they would go into this cave and go out to the bay and get in their ships and run away. Runaway Bay. That's right. It's right down from Mame Bay. It was an awesome trip. We also, thanks to our driver, got to go up into the mountains and see the real culture of Jamaica. I mean, I'm talking about the girls were a little freaked out, but they were in no danger. It was a place he would go to eat up in. It was called Steer Town. Again, look it up, Google Earth. It might be there, it might not. I don't know. Steer Town. And there was a little place served jerk chicken and beers. Red Stripes, which by the way cost a quarter, and that's in American money. And back then it was 20 Jamaican dollars to $1 American dollar. So, yeah, pretty good. Exchange rate pretty good. So we were up there, and as the night comes on, there's speakers and a DJ booth somewhere. I never did really realize where this guy was, but all of a sudden he starts talking to you, and he's like, "Hey, I'm out in Jamaica. Welcome to the blue." I could barely understand what he was saying because he was really thick accent, and of course they had the echo and reverb going, and then they start playing the real Jamaican, not just club music, but real Jamaican dance music. I mean, it was great, and there was a big crowd. I mean, it was like the locals, these, and they were very sweet to us. It was, like I said, the girls were a little freaked out because they were the only white people there. I mean, we were the only white people there, but we were really in no danger. There was nothing ever untoward done or said to us, or the girls were always treated with respect, and I appreciated that. I wasn't sure, because you just never know. But again, our driver was there, and he knew all these folks, or a lot of them. I will tell you that at one point, is this going down? No, it's staying the same. At one point, when we were there, was the first time we were there, but there was a guy in an army uniform with an AK-47. Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Standing there with an AK-47 while we ate our jerk chicken, had our red stripes. Okie dokie. But that's, that's how it was back then in Jamaica. I have no idea what Jamaica's like these days. It's probably even more stable than it was back then. There was some stuff going on, some riots in Montego. But yeah, it was a great time. And the moral of this story is if you're going to go abroad and you want to take your friends and you want it to be a trip more than just everything's controlled by the tour guides and everything, and you're smart enough like I was not to put myself on too high a pedestal, but yeah, $1,200-$1,400 for a week. Split that between 6 people. It was cheap. It was super, super cheap, and we had a great time. The girls got their hair braided. I don't know how much fun that was. I think that turned out to be actually quite painful for them, but it was cool looking. I have pictures of that too. Let's see. Do I want to tell you any more about Jamaica? Probably not. It was a long time ago, folks. I am not. What was I? 22 when I did that? Yeah, I'm not 22 anymore. That was, like I said, back in the 90s. So that's the end of the story. I would end the episode here, but we're gonna try the pancake a couple of times. All right. So I'm gonna end this here. It's in orbit. Yay! They'll come back down. Whatever. Woo! Next time on KSP IRD, things don't go well.